This Let's Play was supported by these awesome hobby companies.
Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Bill and Ted Riff in Time. I am joined in the studio by Jerry and we are about to have a most excellent adventure on the tabletop.
I certainly hope so. I don't want it to go bogus.
Well, you know, the sequel is never as good as the first one.
I don't know, I think in Bill and Ted's case the sequel may be better than the first one.
Alright, so the game itself is kind of a pressure cooker game where we are taking on the roles of either Bill, Ted, one of the lovely princesses, or Rufus himself with the expansion. In this one, Jerry, who are you taking?
I'm taking Bill S. Preston, Esquire.
And I will be taking Ted Theodore Logan, and everybody else is just sitting out. So you can play this game up to 5 players, but depending on how many players you're playing with, basically you'll start the game off at a slightly harder difficulty setting.
Yeah, and so, you can tweak things yourself if you want to make it harder.
Yes. So on the board itself, we have different locations in time, but unfortunately, all of our personages from history are in the wrong locations. So if we have a look here, you can see we've got Babe Ruth up at Austerlitz. We've got Charlemagne, he's out in New Mexico for some reason. For some reason, Genghis Khan is in Vienna. I don't know what he's doing in Vienna, but he's there. And then you have us in San Dimas in the middle. So each of these locations is a riff in time, and as they get worse, the trackers will spin and move up or down. Each one's starting on 5, but because there's 2 players, we will be increasing a couple of these to start with. If any of them ever hit 10, and they then take another bogus or another riff, San Dimas will start to crank up. There are also card effects that will make it crank up. There are other ways for it just to go horribly, horribly wrong, possibly Jerry's dice rolling.
Yeah, generally going sideways is key, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anything I've forgotten, Jerry, so far?
No, that's essentially it. We need to set all of these back to 0 with the correct people in the correct places.
Yeah.
And then we have won the game. It's that simple. We've only got 10 riffs to close.
Yeah, we have 10 riffs to close and 10 personages from history to basically
relocate.
Shanghai from their current location and put them back where they belong.
Yeah,
now,
it's all good.
One of the key things is you cannot lower a riff until you have the correct personage from history there.
Yes.
So I can't start bringing New Mexico down if Charlemagne's there. I would need Billy the Kid there, who is way over here.
Yeah, he's in Rome currently, living the high life. It's good times.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, how would he not be living the high life in Rome? I'm sure it was great back then.
Yeah. So do we want to kick on then and show people how this plays?
Yes. So what's the first thing we do for setup?
Right. So we've already randomly assigned where the places are and who are at the places, and they're all set to 5. So midway point on the riffs. If you draw 2 personages from our deck randomly.
So I'll cut the deck. Our first personage is Charlemagne, so Rome is going up by 1.
Okie dokie. So
now, is it Rome or where he is?
I'll just check. I think it's the place rather than the person, but I shall find out. Oh no, it's their current location. So New Mexico by you.
Okay, so New Mexico goes up by 1. We will then have Abe Lincoln. So that's
New York.
New York up by 1. And I think that's it because we're only 2 players. If we had more players, there would be more places.
1 per player on the tabletop. So that's that done. Next thing we need to sort out is our objectives.
Okay. So I'll give this a little shuffle. We get 2 each.
We get 2 cards each, and we get to choose which objective we want to keep. And the objectives are split between task and reward. So
I have actually got a strange one because I've got identical, so it doesn't matter which one I pick.
Oh, that's handy.
But the nice thing is, whenever I complete it, I will get a reward of San Dimas going down by 1 and an action that I can just use to interact with stuff as I please.
That's excellent.
So I will put the task next to me and put it under my card.
Okay.
Now, I do believe my task is that I have to lower a riff with both of us in that location.
Yes, you do.
There are times whenever the game is actually going to force us to the same location, so if I'm lucky, we might be able to pull that one off.
Okay, I can lower a Riff with Joan of Arc with me.
Well, I'm guessing it's in her location whenever you've dropped her off.
No. She just needs to be with you when you're lowering a Riff.
Ah, I see.
So,
okay.
Or I can take Genghis Khan to New York. Bringing Genghis to New York will lower the San Dimas Rift twice.
Ooh, that could be useful.
Joan will give me an excellent and lower it once.
Mm-hmm.
Where is New York? It's there. And where's the Khan? Khan is in Vienna currently.
So the Khan is in Vienna, down here. And where is New York?
Way
New York is
well, it's not actually that far
Actually,
away.
that's only like, what, one... If you're in San Dimas...
1, 2, 3, 4. So
Actually,
4
it's
steps.
2.
Or 2. Oh,
If
you can go
through
via Athens. The circuits of time are a myriad of spaghetti junctions.
Yes, and each of these locations is randomly placed at the beginning of every game, so your replayability is like really high in this game.
I think I'm going to take the Genghis with me.
You're going to go and grab the Khan.
He needs to be dragged around anyway, and relatively early because of the way the mechanics work for the game.
Yeah.
So I should give you that back.
Okay.
And then if you shuffle the objectives we don't use,
Uh-huh.
and then we both get one of these as a permanent bonus
Okay, say
for
when.
the game. When?
Okay, so yours is going to be... Ooh, that's very nice. So your one is just going to give you an excellent. The entire time.
Fantastic.
There you go. And then my one is going to give me a free movement the entire time. So I am quite happy with that. And then the way you're loading out your time booth here. So you've got your task. Whenever we complete that, it will shift across to its reward side, and we will get an additional sort of bonus action to play through the game. But having a guaranteed movement every round is pretty nice in this game.
Yeah, that's excellent. You have a special ability, as do I.
Yes, so my one is, once per turn after rolling their dice, this player may change the result of one of their dice that is not bogus. So I can basically pick what I want.
And Bill S. Preston, once per turn, I get an extra step in one of my movements. But only one. As far as the dice go, there are various coloured die.
Yep.
We have our
4
regular
types.
dice all the way up to our excellent die.
Yeah, so we have our regular player dice, which we will be starting with. We have our personage dice that some personages will give us. We have the bogus dice, which is the bad dice. So Genghis Khan's going to give like 2 of these. And then you have the triumphant dice,
Yes.
which is the best dice.
Yeah.
Now, an important thing to note is, during a player's turn, they only get a pool of 4 dice. Black dice are forced into your pool,
Yes.
and then you can basically pick a mixture of any of the other dice that you want.
Yeah.
So there is some tactics to it.
They're very much our tactics.
Now,
Whether or not we're any good at them is another matter.
yeah,
But they're
we
certainly
also
our tactics.
have the Riff deck. And the Riff deck is kind of the bad stuff happens deck. So at the beginning of a player's turn, we will draw one of these and do what it says on the card, and it will affect the rest of our board.
Yes. And on that note,
Yes.
we should kick off.
Yeah, so who goes first?
The youngest person goes first,
Okay,
which is you.
okay. Are you sure you're not younger than me? That youthful complexion?
Positive.
Okay, excellent.
I just age well.
You're cured. All right, so for myself, the first Riff card. So it's bogus, so Rome is going up by 2.
Not ideal.
Yeah, and if it was in green, San Dimas would go up in 2.
It's not.
And if it was fixed, the player would be forced to go back to San Dimas. It's not fixed yet. So that kind of hurt a little bit to start. Now, because I am only Ted Theodore Logan on my lonesome, I'll get 3 of the base player dice to begin with. Your pool max is 4, but you actually start with 3, which is kind of sucky.
You know.
It's kind of heinous.
It's not the worst in the world.
So let's see what I get. Ooh, okay, so I got 1 bogus.
Are you going to choose your reroll?
So whenever you roll, you get 1 full reroll set. I want to have a look and see. There are 2 bogus on this. So I think I'm just going to let San Dimas take the hit.
Yeah. What your ability, does it allow you to flip the bogus?
Anything but a bogus.
Okay.
So actually what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to turn this
Mhm.
into an action
Mhm.
because I have my free movement action.
Okay.
And so from where I am, what is the best thing to do? Who would be easy to actually bring back home? So Charlemagne, where's he meant to go?
He goes off to Rome.
To Rome. And Rome is...
Over here with
Over
Billy
there.
the Kid. In fact, that's an almost a straight swap.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is a straight swap. So
Yeah.
Charlemagne replaces Billy and Billy goes back to New Mexico.
Babe Ruth needs to go to New York, so he's pretty
Yep.
far away. Joan of Arc needs to go to Orleans. So actually, what I'll do is I will start by traveling my way. Where is the best way to go? So if I go via Vienna, I can get up to Castle here.
Mhm.
So in fact, I won't change that from a movement because that'll give me 1 move
Mhm.
and 2 move, and then I can grab Joan with
For
an
your
action.
Yep.
So that's all 3 done. San Demas' took its hit, and that I believe is the end of my turn.
Okie dokie.
So across to yourself, Jerry.
Okay.
We'll see what riff.
What's the
you
card
get.
do me?
Boom. Oh, you get an excellent. So you have the option. You can look at the top 3 cards in the Riff deck
Yes.
and put them back in any order you want,
Sounds fun.
or you can lower San Demas by 1.
Okay. Let's see the Rift deck.
Okay, Riff deck it is.
Because I am by nature curious.
Okay, you're a curious creature. There you go, sir.
Curious orange.
Now, the game is fully cooperative, so Jerry can tell me
Yeah.
what's going on with these.
So New Mexico would have to go up by 1.
It's already on 6.
Athens up by 1.
It's only on 5. It's down here with Napoleon.
And Vienna up by 1.
Vienna is here with Genghis Khan.
New Mexico has a fixed result, which obviously we won't have to worry about. Athens and Vienna, if they're in the red, will both push San Demas.
Are they going up by 1 or by 2?
They're only going to go up by 1.
So those are pretty safe, so that they won't hit San Demas.
So we'll make both of those the next one.
Okay.
And we'll put Mexico as the last then.
Okay.
Because they won't impact us anytime soon.
There you go. All right, so...
Okay,
also,
William.
Because I grabbed Joan, I will need her card.
Yes.
And now she is going to generate me an additional blue dice on my turn. And so there's a bit of a trade-off here. I have to get her back to Orleans, but when I do, I lose that bonus dice she's giving me.
Yeah. Although if you fix Orleans when she's there, you'll get a permanent excellent.
Yeah, one of the triumphants.
Bogus in a movement. I think I'm going to take my reroll. Yeah, hop back in the time booth,
Just
travel back 5 minutes.
Remember to go back and fix it.
I must remember to do this. 2 moves and a bogus.
That's not horrible.
It's not horrible. It's not fantastic.
Yeah.
So bogus have to live with. It's going to go to there.
Yeah, it's going to hit San Demas.
You can change, if you get 2 of the same symbol, you can change them
To any of the others, yeah.
to whatever you need,
I'll
really.
assume except for bogus.
But, well, you change it to a bogus if you really want to tempt fate.
No, I mean except for 2 boguses.
Oh, yeah.
I assume they are just bogus. Bad day.
Bad day at the office. Unfortunately, if I change to an action, there's no actions I can take, so I'm just going to have to live with the fact that I've got a slightly tough hand.
You have your excellent.
I've got my excellent, yeah, which is a wild card that could be used as anything. So. Actually, that might not be the worst in the world. New York is there. So, you watching?
I'm watching.
Move. Bring me straight to Vienna.
Yeah.
Spend my bonus excellent.
Yeah. To grab him.
Pick up Mr. the Can and pop him in my time booth, which gives me 2 bogus dice every turn. Fantastic.
But another guaranteed excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second move.
Yeah.
I will use with my bonus action for being Bill.
Yeah.
So that's worth 2 moves. So I will travel once to Athens and once
to New York City,
to
New York.
New York. which
completes
my task.
Yeah.
So my task gives me a move.
And you put it underneath your rewards.
And will lower San Dimas by 2.
Okay, so San Dimas going from 4, 3, 2. Lovely.
So there we go. Happy days are here again.
So Bill is definitely the smart one because he's got all the extra actions at the minute.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, so end of the round. Unfortunately, yep, San Dimas must go up by 1.
So it goes up to 3.
And then new round, so the Riff deck. So we know what's coming here. So on the first one, Vienna is going to go up by 1. It's not in the red, so nothing else happens.
Nope. It just pushes it to 6.
And then I get 3 player dice, plus a blue dice, because the lovely Joan of Arc is with me.
Show off.
Oh, double bogus. I do not like double bogus, so I'm going to re-roll that. Single bogus. All right, now, Joan of Arc grants me a blue dice, and she also grants me a re-roll, so I'm going to use her re-roll. To re-roll that last bogus, it stays bogus.
Yeah. Depending on how many re-rolls you have, you can re-roll, a re-roll, and a re-roll. Unlike a lot of other games where re-rolls have to stick, you can keep doing them.
Yeah, so long as you have the action to do it, which is this little one here. Okay, so that was bogus. Now I have to decide what I want to do. So I could go down to Orleans and just start fixing it, because it's still pretty low.
True. But to do that, you'll lose Joan.
But I can gain Sigmund Freud.
That's true. It's almost a straight swap for Ziggy. In fact, it is a straight swap, blue and a reroll.
Yeah, so he gives the exact same stuff. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I will use my free movement down to Orleans. I'll use 1 action to pop Joan of Arc out into her proper location. So I will lose her card for now. Now, do I start fixing or do I grab Freud? I think the smart play is to grab Freud, because then I get his card, and that will give me that bonus dice for the next round, where hopefully I will get more actions to start fixing Orleans.
Be lucky.
Yeah, now I have a movement left. I don't need to move from here, so I think I'm good.
You stay there, because we know you're not going to get shuffled off by the Riff deck anyway.
Yes, and then the Riff deck is now hitting Athens for 1.
Well.
So Athens, it's okay.
Cradle of democracy. Huh?
Took a little knock. Now,
I'm not saying it's upset because Napoleon's there.
Now, the problem for Jerry is he's going to get his 2 player dice.
Yes.
But he's going to get 2 bogus dice.
I get
Genghis
2
Khan.
bogus.
Now, where is Outer Mongolia from where you are? It's not too bad. It's only 2
I'm in
away.
New York, a completely different continent. It's probably faster for me to go via Canada and into Russia. No, right, no. Not that way.
No, we're talking time circuitry here. You don't need to go through customs.
It's only 1 move away for me if I use my bonus move, so it's not terrible. I'd like to have an action to pick up Abe.
Actually, before I move on, so I had a movement there that I didn't need.
Yes.
I could have used my ability to turn it to an action, which means I could put Orleans down by 1. You okay with me doing that?
Do you not have to do it at the start when you build your dice pool?
It's after rolling your dice.
Yeah, so you construct your dice pool for your turn.
And then you roll them, and then after the roll, you can do it.
Yeah, because then that's your pool, and then that's what you're using.
Yeah, so you're okay with me switching that movement that I didn't need to an action?
Seems cheeky.
It's a little cheeky. I should have remembered it. Cooperative game?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
All right, so I would have changed that to an action and then brought that down to 4.
Okie dokie.
Which is fine.
Our survey says...
Oh, that's pretty good.
2 blanks for the bogus dice, which is excellent.
2 actions.
And 2 actions. I have a free move and I have an excellent. So that's all magnificent. So I am going to grab Honest Abe.
Okay.
He's mine now. You can't have him anymore.
Mine forever.
Yep. That's cost me an action. And then I'm going to go with my free move. 1 step, 2 steps because of my ability. And then I'm going to use an action to deposit the can there. And he's never moving from there. And I have an excellent left.
Yeah. Now, I have a recommendation.
Is your recommendation to grab Socrates?
Well, no, the recommendation was if you used the Can's Excellent to grab Abe instead of one of your dice, because he's now out of your time booth, so you would lose his action, I think.
No.
No?
No. You, like I say, you build your pull at the start.
Ah, okay.
And then they work for the whole turn, regardless of who moves in and out. You only lose them at the end of your turn. They're not there when you refresh.
Gotcha.
So now I will use the Excellent to grab Socrates.
Okay.
Or Lower Mongolia. I'll grab Socrates while I'm there. Because why not?
Yeah. Wow, so, you have tons of movement now.
So they go in. Yeah, I no longer need to worry about movement.
And I believe you still have one Excellent left.
Dun, 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 dun.
Grab. Move,
yes, yeah.
Deposit, grab. Yep, one Excellent left.
Which I will use to just, lower the Mongolia.
Yeah. Okay. End of the round.
Yep.
San Dimas goes a little bit worse. And back to me. So Rift deck for myself. Now we're into, I think, uncharted territory?
No.
No, I think. Do we still know it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's New Mexico's going up by 1.
It's beside you.
So New Mexico here is going into the red.
Yep.
Thankfully, there is nothing red on this. There is a fixed where it would actually hit San Dimas.
Yes, that's why that one went last.
And then my dice pool. So thank you kindly, sir. See what we get here. Oh, triple bogus.
I sense a time booth reroll coming on.
Yeah, it's time booth reroll. Double bogus.
Excellent. No, hang on. Bogus.
I will use Joan of Arc's reroll on one of them. So it's only 1 bogus.
Okay.
So it knocks that up by 1. So everything else I have, I can knock it down by 1, 2, and 3 down to 2.
Ooh, coming dangerously close to being fixed there, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking I may as well focus up and just try and fix that rift and just have it done, because then I get the triumphant dice. So that's the end of mine.
Yes.
Sorry for coughing, folks. It's not the Rona.
He says that because I'm in the room with him. Bloody is the Rona.
All right, so your riff is New Mexico's going to get it.
That's all right.
By 2.
Excellent.
Boom, boom. It's not in the green, so we don't get the green, and it's not fixed, so we're not forced back to San Dimas. Damn.
I feel like chicken tonight. I get 2 blue and 2 yellow this time.
Okay. Rock and roll.
Indeed. Our survey says, let's try and keep them on the table, a move, a bogus, an excellent. Do I take the reroll, or do I just swing this one out? I think I'm just going to swing that out. Swap my 2 moves for an action.
Yeah.
Bogus will pop me back up to 5. That goes away. And then go action down to 4. Excellent down to 3. Excellent for my bonus. It's down to 2.
Okay.
And I've got 3 moves. I'm not going to use them. Or do I? It'd be nice to kill Mongolia next turn, but something could happen that moves me away from Mongolia anyway. Or do I run to New Mexico to start firefighting there?
Well, don't forget, you've actually got 2 actions of the same type still that you could trade into a regular. So you could actually step away, grab someone, and step back next turn with even more in your pool.
I think that's only for the dice. I don't think you can trade in those actions. I'll double check them.
Okay.
Okay, so I had a quick look, and yes, it's any 2 actions that are the same, including rerolls. And since rerolls are only on the cards, therefore, yes,
you have another action.
I have another
excellent
action, so I can lower Mongolia again by 1. So
if you so desire, or you can grab another personage.
No.
You're bringing Mongolia under control.
If I get 1 action next turn without getting like 4 boguses and 4 boguses on the reroll to completely negate all my good work, which would be bogus indeed. Then I think Mongolia could be clipped off, and it's good to have the can out of the way early.
Yeah, because
he's terrible.
Yeah, just don't ever bring him near a sporting goods store.
No.
All right, so end of the round, San Dimas goes up by 1. Okay, on to the Rift deck. So what I get is what I get. And it's bogus. So Rome is going up by 1.
That's not good.
Is it in the red?
It's in the red.
So we get the next one. Now, the next piece of this card, it's definitely bad or potentially super bad.
Could be another excellent card in the Riff deck, though.
Could be.
So it could be completely neutral to us this turn.
I think... See, here's the problem, folks. San Dimas is our game timer. As soon as it hits 20, we've lost the game.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to take it somewhere else. I'm going to go for the Riff card.
Okay.
Never said I wasn't a gambling man. Boom. So, Castle's going to get it by 1.
Oh, well.
It's okay.
It goes into the red.
Okay.
But that's all. So that's all. Why
So,
are we even worried?
Currently, our worst things are Rome.
Yeah, Rome's burning.
New Mexico's burning. Anywhere else? No, I think that's pretty much it.
Yep.
So what I might do is on my turn for now, I might try and get up and around and into New Mexico to grab Charlemagne, and then maybe try and zip across to Rome.
It's a good plan. I like it.
And if you want to do the same, you could go grab Billy the Kid and go nip to New Mexico.
Time will tell. We'll see what you get and where you end up first.
Okay, so I got 1 bogus. So I'm just going to use Sigmund Freud's reroll on it.
Tell me about your mother.
Stays a bogus.
Shame.
So this goes up by 1. However, I have 2 move actions that I can turn into something if I need to. And I've got 2 actions. So the 2 actions will go 2, 1, and then I'll use these 2 together. Actually, no. I will change one of them into another action to go 0.
Yep.
I will fix Orleans. I will get Joan of Arc's card to stay with me forever and ever.
Yes.
And then I have 1 movement point left, which I'm going to use to go up to Austerlitz. And I believe that ends my turn. So,
Good turn.
Riff for Jerry.
Yes.
Athens is going to take it.
See, Napoleon's kicking off. He's trying to explain to people that democracy isn't great and they'd be much better off under an emperor.
He's just going, where is mine Ziggy Piggy? It's not in the green.
Yep.
So we're not worried about that. And it's not fixed, so we're not worried about that. Okay.
Fantastic.
Your dice, your board.
I only need 2 of these yellow now. Excellent. Interact.
Oh,
Interact.
wow.
Movement. So that gives me 4 possible actions and all the moves in Christendom. So I will go down to 0 for the cost of 1, which I will use as my free one every turn, to fix Outer Mongolia completely fixed now. No need to worry about that.
Yeah, here you go. Genghis Khan's card for you. You can do it. Oh wait, no, wrong franchise.
And then, so many to do, so many. Let's use 1 point of movement, which I have for free, to move to here, and then grab
Billy.
William H. Bonney. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 potential movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4 will get me to there.
Or, what is it? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, 3. Better again. So that's only 2 moves for me.
Yeah.
With my ability.
Yeah, and
which would
you
be
can...
those, and then I could swap that to an interact then. So I will do that to get me to New Mexico.
Yeah.
Open the door.
Yeah.
Kick William out. Going, get out of here, William, old buddy, old pal.
Yeah, there's a train over there, go play with it.
Here's some beans,
yeah.
I say.
Oh, here's some beans. Oh, so you're doing that part of his life?
I'm doing that part of his life.
Okay.
And then I will lower that rift by 2.
Ooh, lovely, lovely. So it will go from 9 to 8 to 7.
Still in the red, but I can live with still in the red
Mm-hmm.
because it's not impacting St. Demas yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not impacting San Dimas, but it's the end of the round, so San Dimas will go up by 1, which is unfortunate. Right, Riff for me. Let's hope it's not horrible horribleness, but it's going to be horrible horribleness. Vienna goes up by 2.
Ah,
So that could be bad.
well, it's only up to 8, but it's in the red now.
Yeah, well, it's not in the green, so San Dimas doesn't take it, and you don't get forced to San Dimas.
In that case, we don't care what happens in Vienna.
Yeah. Right.
It's all the thinkers there upsetting people with their ideas on communism.
So my roll now, so I'll take 2 of the yellow dice, 1 of the blue dice, and 1 of the triumphants. Now, the triumphants are the best dice in the game. I say that, I'm probably going to roll bogus.
4 bogus.
2 bogus.
Oh.
Ooh, spicy. For where I'm at, I think I would rather re-roll that. Down to 1 bogus. With some movements and stuff. And then I'll use... Mr. Freud is going to talk about my mother and let me re-roll that to make it an action. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Station.
So I am going to use 1 to grab Babe Ruth. Because why would I not? Because next round he will give me an additional point of movement and an additional blue die. And then I will use my free move to move down to Bill in New Mexico.
Party on, Ted.
Yeah. And then I've got 2 left over, so I can use these 2, convert that into an action, and bring New Mexico down by 2.
Awesome. You'll also complete your task.
Yeah, so it goes from 7 to 6, I believe. And because of that, I've completed my task. So I've now got a guaranteed action every turn. And San Dimas is going to go down by 1.
Excellent. Down to 5.
Yeah, just need a little triumphant riff for that. And I believe that's turn.
Not bad. Mr. Man, not bad. Okay. So I need a card, please.
New riff. Boom. Oh, look, New Mexico is going to take it and go up by 1.
Oh, well.
Oopsie. Back in the red, though, which is bad. Oh, actually, do you want to know the funny thing?
No?
So, the way this card's laid out. So, New Mexico takes it.
Yes.
And because it's in the red, we're forced to go to New Mexico.
Oh, well, that's handy.
We're already there.
It's not often that works. Normally people are very far away trying to do something else, like reset Washington, D.C., and all of a sudden get pulled across the board.
That was just, fate.
There's no fate but what we make.
Wrong franchise.
Close enough.
Same time period. See what I did there?
So,
Yep.
2 blue, 1 yellow, and 1 triumphant dice, which is most excellent.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent,
Ooh,
excellent
gorgeous
action.
roll.
That's what I like to see.
Uh-huh.
I was glad I kicked Billy out last turn, so I'm not having to roll a bogus die.
So you can lower it by 6.
I can lower it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and still have a point of movement. I will do this thing. That'll bring it down to 1.
Yeah. Wait.
And then I think I'll leave because I'm assuming you will.
Oh, don't worry. I'll fix it. The question is, though, whoever fix it.
Put it to 2.
Uh-huh.
I'll take Charlemagne. And then I'll leave.
Okay, there you go. Grab Charlemagne then.
So with my final point, I will stick him in the back of the cab. Taxi for Charlemagne. And then I'll use my single point of movement to go into San Dimas for 1, and then into the fixed Outer Mongolia for my bonus action.
Yeah. See, I think after I've fixed New Mexico, I'm going to go through San Dimas to Vienna, drop off Freud, and start fixing it.
Because I can go to Rome.
And start working away there.
Another boot to the butt.
Yeah.
And another deposited. See, we're getting there. We're getting there.
It is picking the puzzle, and the puzzle changes every time you play. So
up to 6 for San Dimas.
Yeah, so San Dimas on 6.
What was that, Joanna? I'm awesome. You're right, Joanna. I am. Got my own cheering section.
See, I imagine Jerry just sits at home sometimes with a shelf of miniatures going, I am great. Thank you for saying I'm great. Thank you for saying I'm great. Thank you for saying I'm great.
It's true.
Right.
They do call me great.
New round, new riff. So Vienna's going to take a hit.
Of course it is.
Vienna is here. It's on 9. Good thing I'm going there this turn. It is in the red, so I am actually forced to Vienna.
We're all forced.
Oh, actually, yeah, damn. So
You're lucky I can move quite quickly.
Yeah.
Otherwise
I'll maybe leave you to run out and fix New Mexico.
Last time it was, it's really easy. There's, it must be fate. We're all in New Mexico. We don't have to travel or anything. This turn, it's completely upset our best laid plans of mice and men.
Yeah, well, I mean, oh well. So 2 blues, 1 pink, 1 yellow.
Yep.
Double bogus. 2 excellent.
I smell a reroll.
Yeah, because that if I don't, this will go to 10, and then the 11th will hit San Dimas. And I don't want that. That's better. So it will hit 10.
Well, you've still got another reroll because you've got Freud.
Yes, I still have Freud. Excellent. So nothing.
Better again.
Yep. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actions and a move, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5 actions and a move. Okay. So what I'll do is I will boot Mr. Freud out for 1, and then I will lower this by 4.
Bring it down to 5.
Yeah.
Back into the blue, is it? Or
Back into neutral.
Yeah.
And then I have a movement point, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I'm just going to stay here in Vienna fixing things and leave it for Jerry to fix.
Means nothing to me.
So,
Vienna. Bum, bum.
I don't know this song.
You don't know Ultravox.
I'm sorry, I'm too young.
That's why you got the pig token.
All right, so DC is going to take a hit.
First time.
That's fine. Not in the red?
Not in the red.
Then nothing else happens. Jerry gets to roll his dice.
I get 3 blue and a pink, and one of which needs to be reduced to a black because I've got Charlemagne now. So
he doesn't know what's going on.
Which is bogus blank.
My.
Back into the time booth, guys. Once more around the block. Excellent movement, bogus.
So
Vienna goes to 6.
So guys.
1 move will get me to there. So yes.
Oh, hang on. What have you got there? 1, 2, 3.
I've
4, 5.
4 actions and then 2 moves, which is worth 3 points of move to me. So yes. So move point the first with my bonus gets me to there.
Yep.
How many to reduce?
2 to fix.
2 to fix. Excellent. Literally. Boom, boom. I get William H. Bonney's Triumphant card. And then my final point of movement. I will travel back to San Dimas.
Are you sure rolling bogus in San Dimas is bad?
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen though, huh?
Losing by 1 point in San Dimas?
Yeah, you say that, but I think I'm pretty certain I'm going to be fine.
Okay, well, you're stuffing in San Dimas.
Yeah. You go before me anyway. I have no doubt you'll pull a terrible riff card that will teleport me to, somewhere I don't want to go. New Orleans, or it's further away than I started.
Fair enough. Okay, so riff for me. Oop. Actually, it's excellent.
See?
So, I'm just going to push San Dimas down by 1.
Okay.
Because I could either push my current location down by 1 or San Dimas by 1. I think because San Dimas is the game timer, San Dimas can go down to 6.
You rarely get the option.
Yeah. Okay, so dice for me. Yep. Oh, actually, hang on. I have made a mistake here. I should not be rolling like this. Because I dropped off Sigmund Freud.
Oh, yeah. I've discarded his card. So you're actually losing a blue for yellow.
And I'll roll the yellow on its own. Okay.
It made no real difference.
Still, got to play it right. And, someone would shout at me for forgetting. So, I have a grand total of 5 actions. Make that 6 actions because I have my 2 movement points here.
Yes.
So from where we are, we're on 6.
Excellent.
Whee!
Most
Boom.
excellent. Dare I say it?
So
Station.
I have just fixed Vienna, just like the station.
Ba-ba, ba-ba,
And I
ba-ba.
get his triumphant for
Ba-ba.
the next round.
Do, 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 do.
Fantabulous.
Fantabby-doozy.
All right, so for Jerry, a new riff.
Mm-hmm.
It's an excellent.
Oh,
Go figure. Okay, so you can reduce San Dimas,
yes.
or you can look at the top 3 of the Riff deck.
I want to see the Rift deck.
You want to see the Riff deck?
I want to see what's coming. Coming at you like Cleopatra.
She's not in this game.
She might be. So we have we have an excellent card in there.
That's nice.
Orleans
Uh-huh.
is great because it only has it goes up.
Well,
And
Orleans
if it's
is fixed.
yeah, so it goes up, or San Dimas goes up if it's in the red. So we're not getting either of those.
Mm-hmm.
Or New Mexico, which is also fixed. So I don't care about any of them.
And then there's an excellent.
And then there's an excellent. So we'll
save the excellent till the end.
yeah, I think so.
All right. Roll your dice, sir.
Yes. So I've got a choice of 5. I'll lose the blue to give me 2 triumphant, a personage, and a bogus.
You kind of need to get to Rome.
All roads lead to Rome. Unfortunately, not all time circuits do. Bogus. 2
You have a
excellent and
single
a
reroll
blank.
with Charlemagne.
I do, which we will use, and hopefully
Yes.
3 excellents. 3 excellents and a blank. That is the best roll you could get.
Mm-hmm.
I need 1 point of movement to get me to Rome, which would be that one.
Uh-huh.
So I go 1 to there, and then
special gives you
special to the room.
Yeah.
I open the door and kick out Charlemagne,
Uh-huh. Don't forget to drop his card.
going goodbye. And then
I got it.
I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring this all the way back down to neutral into 5. Go, go,
Nice.
go, 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 go.
Well done.
That's how you fight fires with Charlemagne. Are you paying attention, Abraham and Socrates? I ask. They look at me funny, like they don't understand what I'm saying or what I'm wearing.
Yes, who is this mop-headed blonde child dragging us through history?
Hey, Abe, you know what would look fantastic with that stovepipe hat? Just a booty cut T-shirt there, just like me, Abe.
A crop top.
Tie your jacket around your waist, Abe. Come on, party on, dude. Party on.
All right, so end of the round, San Dimas is going to go bumping up to 7.
Mm-hmm.
I will grab a riff for me. We know it's Orleans, which is doing nothing. It's not in the red, so nothing here, nothing happening. We're all fine. We're all fine here. And then I get to roll my dices. So, oh no, it's actually 2
Oh, it's
of
2
the-
pink. Oh, you've got a second one now.
Yeah, so you can take that back.
Dump a yellow.
Don't you know I fixed Vienna? Oh yes, that's nice. What can I do with that? Is the question. So, I have Babe Ruth with me, but I would need to get to New York. So my path to New York would lead me through Athens. Is there any other personage from history I would like to grab? Because I don't want to grab Napoleon. Because then I have to try and get him up to Austerlitz. I want to leave you doing the bad people because you have the most movement.
It's an interesting question.
So what I could do is...
Is Athens the fastest way to go? You could go via Cassel, which is exactly the same.
Yeah, I could go via Cassel.
Assuming you're just looking to...
Oh yeah, I'm just looking to keep powering on. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've got 2 points of movement. So I'll go 1 to Cassel, 1 to New York, and I'll spend an action to pop Babe Ruth out, which will be my free one. So he's in his proper place now. And then I've got 4 actions left over to bring this to 2.
Nice.
Which I think is the best play right there.
Yeah. Well, we can worry about moving other people later on.
Well, you know, we're not in the final innings just yet.
No, not by a long shot. Should we see what the world has to do to me?
Oh,
I
the
think
world
I have an idea.
has nothing to do to Jerry because we've already fixed New Mexico. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
That's what we like to see. 2 blue and 2 pink. No filthy Charlemagne-based bogus die this turn.
Yes. Oh, good roll.
So 2 actions, an excellent and a movement.
Mm-hmm.
I need 5 to get rid of that. So that could actually become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I still have movement.
Yes.
So excellent. I shall do this thing.
So you're fixing Rome.
Fires are put out.
Yep.
Fear not, Charlie. Fear not.
It has now become the Byzantine Empire.
And then 2 points of movement left.
Which is technically 3, so you could run down to DC.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm trying to see if there's anybody I want, or anybody I have with me I could try and deposit.
Well, you've got either...
I can go to Athens,
DC
or
or
I could go, I can go to either or.
Yeah.
It will not make a difference. So I will just go uno tudero.
Okay.
And be ready to...
Grab the Beethoven.
Yeah, do the business next turn.
Awesome sauce. So San Dimas up by another.
Yep.
Going to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my rift.
Yes.
Or riff. Not rift. Riff.
Riff-raff.
Riff-raff, yeah. A lot of people think I am riff-raff. Don't know why. So we get the excellent.
You know what would fix that?
Shaving?
Some time in Oates Military Academy up in Alaska. Just saying, Ted.
Yeah. Now, I can either reduce where I am by 1, or I can reduce San Dimas by 1. I am doing San Dimas.
Yeah.
Every time I can do San Dimas, I am doing San Dimas. So I think it's 8 to 7 if I've been keeping track correctly.
Yes.
And then dice for me. So 2 yellow and 2 triumphant. Let's see how horribly bad this goes. Oh, double bogus. We don't like double bogus. So we're going to re-roll double bogus. Yep. And no boguses. That is actually the perfect roll. So from where I am, I will spend 1 here and 1 on my card to fix that.
To fix New York.
New York City is fixed.
They said it couldn't be done.
Hey, I'm not going to complain. New York is... It's a fun place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. And then I'm left with a couple of points of movement. So where would be useful for me to go now? Because I don't have anyone in my time booth.
Well, clearly you're going to have to go to the bottom end of the board and grab somebody.
You're forcing me to take on Napoleon, aren't you?
I'm not forcing you. You don't have to. He's only one step away from you, though.
So I will step for 1, which is my card action. I will grab him for 1. Come here, Napoleon. And then now that I have Napoleon, I have technically 2 points of movement left.
Yes.
And so what's the best way to get to Austerlitz from here? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's all the same.
Yeah.
4 away from everywhere. But I've got the 2 points of movement. I don't want to start in San Dimas.
No.
So
I
will come up through New York and go through Castle.
Right. Interesting. I would have... Oh, you've only got the 2, haven't you? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. In that case.
I'm not the quick one. You know, I'm not the secret track star.
It's not that. It was more a case of I can read the phone book better than you. That's all that means.
Whoa.
I can find the numbers faster.
Whoa.
It's true.
That's harsh.
This is how we do it. You use the phone book to move through time. No, I was just going to say if you could reach one of the fixed points just in case you get a bad card, rather than pushing Cassel up. But then you don't know what the card's going to be, so you just have to live with it.
I think I'm kind of forced through Cassel regardless of what I do.
Yeah.
Because from Vienna I'm forced to Cassel. From New York I'm forced to Cassel. And I think that's my only 2 real options.
No, that's all right.
So,
no, we forgive you.
Well, you know, something's going to go wrong someday. So DC's going to take a hit.
That's all right. I'm in position for that. I'm
prepped. In the red, though.
It is in the red.
So I'm forced to join you in DC.
Isn't that delightful?
It is delightful.
Hello.
Hello.
Party on, dude.
Your roll.
You balls, please. 2 blue, 2 pink. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want your yellow die. Keep your yellow die away from me. I wonder if I can push people into your phone booth on my turn. I know you can pass back and forward and it costs an action.
Yeah, and I think it's the active player that can pass someone. I think it's a pass, not a take.
That's a shame.
No, I think.
I'm just. It would have been better if I took Napoleon off you.
Oh, right. Well, I'll maybe push him into your phone booth next round.
Okay, excellent. Action and a movement.
Nice.
So, our survey says that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could get this down to 1. Oh, actually, no, I can get down to because I have to dump Chuckles out first.
Yeah.
But yeah, that seems like a respectable way of doing it. So we kick him out.
All right.
Blow everything to get that down to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Means I'm losing Honest Abe. Finally, had a lot of time for Honest Abe. He's good. He's a good companion.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's got some great stories.
Yeah, but he's got the theatre tonight, so.
Oh, you harsh man, you.
I had to go there.
Oh.
All right, so end of the round, San Dimas bumps back up to 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then on for me, new riff, Bad Times, Washington, D.C. goes up by 2.
Ooh, I'm glad I lowered it. Keeps it at 4.
I'm not. It's in green, isn't it?
Nope, it's in neutral. Oh, no, it is in green, you're
green.
Right.
So San Dimas is going to go by 2.
Oh,
to
up
9,
to 10.
10. Not fixed.
Nope.
So we're not forced back to San Dimas.
That's good.
Yeah, so this time I will get 3 triumphants, but I do get a bogus, which is heinous.
Well, it's bogus.
For where we're at,
Take it.
I'm very tempted just to take that. So I have 1 action, 2 action, 3 action, 4 action, which would fix that.
Well, it wouldn't, because the bogus has to go first. So bogus pushes us to 5.
Yeah, and I can knock it back to 1. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So all the way down to 1.
Actually, put it to 2.
Yes.
Because I will use an action. Hey, Ted, or sorry, Bill, can you like take Napoleon home for me?
Yeah, sure.
You know,
It's on my way. Don't worry.
I think that's a little better because he's so much faster than me.
Oh, very much so.
And turn. So riff card for Jerry.
Your current location explodes. Bogus.
Everybody's current location goes up by 1.
Well, that's all right.
So I would assume our one goes by 2 because there's 2 of us there. So it goes to 4. It's not fixed,
Nope.
so it's not removing a riff card from the deck.
Okay.
Roll away, Bill.
Let's see what we get today. Bogus. Movement, action. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
You could
So
just
I could fix.
DC.
Well, no, I can't because the bogus will kick in first. So bogus brings it to 5. Down by 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Someone.
Or I try for the big one and re-roll them all.
Oh.
Hey, you've got to risk it for a biscuit. San
Yeah.
Dimas is starting to shake, and half these things still aren't fixed. Bogus.
Oh.
Blank. Excellent. Oh, that was much worse. Oh, why did I do that?
So it goes up to 6.
Up to 6.
And then
I will, if I go to 3 points of movement, and then head for, so that's 1. How am I getting there? I need to go that way. So 1, 2,
I can get you in 3.
You get me there in 3.
Yeah, so San Dimas to here. And to
Oh,
here.
of course I can go down. I'm looking at this one. God, Washington really is a hub, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 3 will get me to there. So yeah,
Are you just abandoning DC?
I'm abandoning DC before I do any more damage to it. It's not a great way to go. 3 points of movement.
So 1, 2, and then your bonus.
And my bonus leaves me with an excellent to kick Napoleon out the door. And then an excellent to lower it by 1
Okay. Bosh.
from my
And then
rewards.
San Dimas is going to go to 11.
Frisky.
It is. Okay, let's see what we've got. So New York is fixed.
Yes.
Because New York is fixed, we get another riff card. New York, but New York is fixed, so San Dimas will take it by 1, going to 12.
Dee dee.
Yeah, bad day biscuits. Give me 3 triumphants.
3 most triumphant die.
Yes. 1 bogus. So what are we currently on there?
Currently on 6.
You know what? I'm going to take it on the chin.
Mhm.
So I'll accept the bogus.
Up to 7.
I will grab Beethoven.
Mm-hmm.
Come over, Beethoven.
Roll over.
Yes, I know. I know the bet. I was doing it wrong deliberately. And then I've got... What have I got left? So let's say I use that. And that are done. So I've got 2 actions that can make 3 actions. So bring it down by 3.
Pushing it down to 4.
And that'll do for me.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Yeah. Riff card for Jerry. Whoop. Excellent.
Excellent.
So you can bring your location down by 1 or San Dimas down by 1.
Decisions. It's not a decision, really.
Yeah.
I'll go that way.
Nice.
And then I will grab a blue and hopefully solve this issue. That's all right, I'll keep that. So excellent action and a bogus. So I go up to 5.
Yes.
And then I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fixed.
To fix it completely.
So Napoleon wanted to build his water slide. Bill said, dude, no, bad idea.
Didn't even bother. I just handed him a bucket of ice cream, and while he was nose deep in the trough, I ran away. Fixed the riff and run away. Leave him there.
Excellent planning.
By the time the lactose intolerance kicks in, his generals will not be able to sit in the same tent as him.
That's what happened at Waterloo.
That's what happened at Waterloo. Nobody was willing to go in there because Ziggy Pig was flashing the place out. Station!
All right, so end of your turn.
End of my turn.
Boom, to 12.
Back up to 12.
All right. So, riff for me. Oh, don't be horrible. Please don't be horrible. Okay, so my location's going up by 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in the red, so nothing else bad happens.
That's good.
Yep, so DC up by 1, please.
Up to 5.
Mm-hmm. And then... Yes.
3 in a blue this time.
Yes, with a reroll because of Beethoven, because Beethoven is epic.
Love those funky jams.
Oh, I don't even need it. So I've got 3 excellence and an action. So that gives me a grand total of 5 actions with a move. So I will fix Washington, D.C.
Bum, 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 bum.
Great. And I've still got a point of movement left.
Yes.
You have Socrates.
I have Socrates.
So what is the best thing for me to do? Honestly, I'm just going to move to Athens. Or no, there's no point moving to Athens because if something bad happens, I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay somewhere that is fixed.
You don't want to edge slightly forward, no? No.
Slightly forward?
Slightly forward.
To where?
To Outer Mongolia. I mean, if it breaks again, and some of the Riff cards can break places that are fixed, which is bad, but if it breaks, it's Outer Mongolia. Nobody cares. There's nobody there. It's like 5 guys and a horse.
Yeah, but I know
well, 5 horses and a guy, actually, more likely.
I know that you're probably going to be heading to Athens next round.
I'm definitely heading to Athens next round. Who's still left out? So you've got to go to Cassel.
Yeah, I've got to get to Cassel. So my thinking is, if I'm waiting here, depending on how you do in... Well, actually, yeah, depending on how you do in Athens, I can then next round maybe quickly nip up and across to Cassel. Because I can go via Athens. In fact, I'll move into Athens now.
See.
And then I'm only 2 steps away from Cassel.
What's the worst that could happen?
Dr. Pepper. Right, your turn.
Yes, please.
Your riff. So Austerlitz is going up by 1, but it's fixed. Because it's fixed, you are forced to San Dimas.
Oh, that's terrible. That's just the worst thing that could happen to me. Thank you for my free bonus movement time box of goodness.
Riff is dialing in. Hurry up, fix it.
4 pink die.
Yep.
4 pink die.
Oh, you got a bogus.
I got a bogus in San Dimas, which is kind of bogus.
Yeah.
How many bogus are on these?
One.
Just one.
Yeah.
That's average.
You have done this before.
That is average.
Yeah.
I mean, but what's the point in having a box that moves me through time and space and allowing me to fix wrongs if I don't use that box that moves me through time and space to
Because
fix
you're
wrongs?
attempting to fix a minor inconvenience.
You know, you say minor inconvenience. It could be terrible. Terrible. I need one move
Look,
to
the
get me to
pizza
there.
guy's like 5 minutes over the 30 minutes or less.
You've convinced me to re-roll them all.
Damn it.
I still get bogus. Ah, well. Ah, well.
Aye. So
It makes no real difference to it. Puts me on lucky 13, which would be a crit in the near side project.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
So bogus goes,
Yeah.
movement goes, and I go 1 bonus point.
Yeah.
And then from that, I will go deposit, so creates.
Yes.
Awesome Toger, so, but I don't care about you anymore. And then I can go 1, 2, 3 points back, pushing Athens into the green.
Nice.
Party on, Ted.
Party on, Bill. Oh no, again, wrong franchise.
Close enough.
All right, so San Dimas is going up to 14 now. Getting closer. And I get my 4 triumphant dice.
No, you get your riff first.
Oh yes, thank you. I forgot.
Because this is where we all get moved to somewhere inconvenient like New York.
Well, so Castle's going up by 2.
That's not great.
Well, it's putting it on 9.
See, not great.
It's not in the green.
No.
And it's not fixed.
Right, so we don't get flushed into San Dimas again. So
No,
that's
we
good.
don't. We don't. We can
Well,
stay
that
here.
probably would have helped you slightly, but you know.
I think I'm okay. So okay, so there is 1 bogus, but Beethoven is giving me his reroll for a move.
Excellent.
So there needs to be. I'll tell you what. So I'm gonna work this out. So I need how many to get here? So I need 2 movement, which I have to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
I want 1 to bin out Beethoven, and so I can put 3 points into here, bringing it to 1.
I would almost suggest you'd be better keeping that for Cassell, which is at 9 currently.
Okay.
Because what's the worst that could happen to me?
Okay.
4 bogus.
So I'll move
Puts me on 9, which would only match it.
up to here into Cassell. 1 to pop out Beethoven,
And then you're 3.
and then 3 down, bringing it to 6.
Yeah. So you're borderline there. That riff is discordant. Most discordant note,
Yeah,
Ted.
it needs a little tuning. Riff for Jerry.
Riff me up. Multiply your thing by 1,000,000. Break something.
So good news, bad news.
Yes.
Orleans goes up by 1, but it's fixed. So San Dimas hits 15.
I've had worse. Don't have my Socrates anymore, but I don't care because I'm not moving anywhere.
And I don't have my Beethoven.
No.
No more sweet tunes in the box.
I just need 4. I've got 1 already. I need 3. This is most
It's doable.
achievable.
It's doable.
Most achievable, Ted. 3 plus a bogus.
That's
That's all right.
achievable.
I'm going to keep that for once in my life.
So
So that pushes that to 5. And then I will go 1, 2, 3, 4.
leaving you on 1.
Leaving me on 1. So as long as nothing goes horribly wrong, that's a potential for next turn.
All right, so 16. Right.
Homeward stretch.
Yeah. So
It's all doable. Ref, don't break everything.
everybody's goes up by 1.
That's not broken everything, so that's okay.
All right, let's roll. So, thankfully, not the worst riff
No.
card. So, whoop. There is a bogus there.
Do you re-roll them all?
Accept the bogus. There is only 1 on there, but that is average getting 1 of them. Although I would like more like excellence. So, yep,
See, you're coming around to my way of thinking, Ted.
I am, and it worked.
It was most excellent.
Yes. So I technically have 5 actions.
Mm-hmm.
So this will go down to 2. Oh, if I could make the thing spin and not be silly.
Spin, spin, spin the black circle.
And for yourself,
Yes. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Oh, look, Austerlitz has taken it. But it's fixed.
It's fixed.
Because it's fixed, we get another card.
Don't break a riff. Don't break a riff.
New York gets it, but it's fixed. So you are forced back to San Dimas.
That's all right. I can live with being forced into San Dimas. I require 4 pink die.
Yes.
Most excellent
Yes.
triumphant
we are
dice.
most triumphant right now.
I have a move anyway.
Yeah.
Which will get me into Athens. So I just need 2.
Yes.
All I need is 2. And no bogus eyes. And I got no bogus eyes.
Awesome sauce.
Got 1 point of movement that I don't need. Should I just re-roll them all? No, I won't. No. I won't this turn.
The horror. The horror.
1 point of move with my bonus gets me to Athens.
Yeah.
Then I will go 1 point of fix.
2
points of fix.
And it's
Bump,
fixed.
Fixed completely. Socrates.
You told them to stop wearing bath towels.
And then that leaves me with a point of movement.
And
then 2 excellent die, which can be used as anything.
yeah.
So I could go 1 point of movement.
Uh-huh.
1.
Excellent, yeah.
1 to lower it to 1.
Ooh, so close.
So close.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, this is going to 17.
17.
So close.
Riff deck, do not break a riff.
I'm hoping I don't break the strings. Whoop. Outer Mongolia. No, nothing in Outer Mongolia. Because it's all fixed and it's not doing anything else. Give me the dice.
Okay, 4 pinks.
Yes. For most triumphant dice, for a most triumphant roll. No bogus.
Excellent.
So I will pump that into there. And we actually get to end on the same location.
Station.
Yeah. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, we had 3 whole points of San Dimas left before it explodes.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think we got very lucky finding the excellence that we did in this deck to push it down.
I think we got very lucky not hitting any that broke us again. Because at this stage, if one had suddenly flipped, and when they break, they flip and go back to 5.
Yeah.
So it's not a quick fix either.
Yeah.
It probably would have been something horrendous stuck in a corner that's not easily accessible as well, just out of badness.
Now, there is an interesting balance of grabbing the personages from history, the bonuses they're giving you, versus getting them into the right location. I mean, like, as soon as I saw you were getting tons of movement, I did not want any of the bad ones. It was just like, no, Bill can take care of that. He is taxi service for this game.
Yeah. And weirdly, don't know how weird it is, out of the 10 personages, I ended up with 5 and you ended up with 5.
Yeah.
Fixed. So...
See, I'm very curious to see what this would play like if you were playing it with 5 players. Because you're all off trying to do different
horrendous,
things.
I imagine. Well, especially when you hit that, everybody goes to certain places or everybody goes to my place or all the rifts go up.
Yeah, but you think with 2 players, I'd say 2 players is quite the easy mode because we're both very focused on what we're doing. With 5 different people messing about in the time streams, trying to do different things.
Well, everything starts higher as well because you've got not 2 locations sitting at 6, but you've got 5 locations sitting at 6.
And San Dimas would start up at 5 as well.
Yeah. So you have the movement, you have the die available, but it's still an achievement. You can also, even if you're playing with 2 players, it suggests if you find after you've played a few games that you are competent enough that it's not causing you issues, you start all of the broken zones at 7. And then it means you're also then pushing 2 of them to 8 whenever you draw your randoms at the start to see where they go to.
Yeah, that and what I also might try is if you're playing a 2-player game and you want more of a challenge.
You join me.
This is what I was about to say. You could actually have it so that you're playing all 4 characters, just playing 2 and 2.
Yeah, or even if you just, I mean, Bill and Ted obviously are the important ones. I'll give you your wife, I'll keep Joanna. If I take Joanna, instead of getting my bonus move space, once per turn after revealing a riff card, the player can decide not to encounter it and place it at the bottom of the draw pile. They must then draw another riff card instead.
That's pretty handy. Elizabeth,
As if you come across a horrible one.
Elizabeth, on the other hand, is once per turn, when performing a fixed rift action, this player may lower the rift by 1 extra level. So she's very, very fixy.
That is excellent.
Well, it's basically she has that bonus action every single round, which is very cool. All right, well, I'll tell you what, everybody, get your comments down below. Tell us what you think. We will move on. And see you soon.
San Dimas High School football rules!
We hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.